Good morning, everyone. I am Sean. Welcome to the 20-minute hop. And today we are flying a before dawn flight from Central Wisconsin Airport in Mosinee, Wisconsin, down to Stevens Point, Wisconsin, at Stevens Point Municipal Airport. And we are getting ever closer to Oshkosh. Virtual AirVenture starts on Tuesday. So right now we are less than an hour from Oshkosh, and super excited for that. Hope you are able to join me for some of the virtual Oshkosh action. And before we jump ahead to Tuesday, let's get 92 Tango fired up and on the way to Stevens Point. Alright, here are our flight details. It's July 19th. It's actually my birthday today. It's something very fun. And like I said, on the Marshfield flight, this is where I'm from. My grandparents, when they were alive, didn't live too far from Central Wisconsin Airport, and it's one of my favorite places. Yep, my roots are right here in this area. So 15 miles to Stevens Point, 5.3 minutes en route. Got our frequencies all there. Field elevation, Stevens Point, 1,110. Field traffic patterns, 2,110 feet. Without further ado, let's get into the checklist and get it started.
Seats. Position
unlocked.
Seat backs. Upright.
Seats upright.
Seat belts and harnesses. Secure.
Secure.
Parking brake. Set. All avionics. Off. Circuit breakers. In.
Circuit breakers in.
Landing gear handle.
Landing gears down.
Flaps. Up.
Flaps up.
Cowl flaps. Open.
Open. Parking brakes
Light
on.
switches. Off.
Light switches are off.
Electric elevator trim switch.
It's off.
Fuel selector valve. Check operation. Then full
And
tank.
it's on both.
Battery and alternator switches. On. Fuel quantity indicators. Check quantity. Checklist complete.
Fuel quantity is 40 gallons. So yesterday, flying IFR into Central Wisconsin, obviously a very short flight, had 2 hours of fuel on board, but the flight got an extra 20 minutes on it, and of course it was IFR conditions. So that set a point with me that, you know what, I'm always going to take off with at least 40 gallons on board unless I'm weight restricted. As a single pilot or with a light payload, there's no excuse for not having more than enough gas. When I landed, I did have an hour still on board, which I was in limits. I was okay. But there's no excuse for pushing your fuel in an aircraft. So thanks 20-minute hop. Learned a big lesson yesterday. Before starting engine checklist. Okay. Make sure rich, prop on high, throttle full, fuel pump on, fuel flows good, fuel pump off. Throttle to a quarter. That's one thing I don't get, is with the speak checklist, it sometimes gets out of queue, so I don't really get that, but we'll just press through it. Okay, auxiliary fuel pump. Throttle set. Making a start. Beacon on. Alright, clear prop. Start time 5:35.
Propeller. High RPM. Throttle. Full open. Auxiliary.
Yeah, I don't know why it glitches like that.
Mixture. Full rich. Auxiliary fuel pump. On until.
Okay, throttle 1,000. Oil pressure in the green. No external power. Alternator switch on, and looking for charging, and avionics are on. charging. We are charging. Indicators are in the green. And lights extinguished. And after start, taxi checklist. Good on the right and good on the left. Okay, so it was Wisconsin Tower 11975. 745. Alright, sorry about that. I'm using this from this new format on. Oh, I don't even have it. Here we go. From this new format in ForeFlight, it's a form to write your ATIS down. So it's the first time using it, so I had to kind of adjust to the ATIS format and filling it in here. So we're good to go there. And we'll get ground up. Ground point 9. Central Wisconsin ground, Bonanza 9092 Tango with Foxtrot ready taxi VFR from GIA parking.
Ground, November 9092 Tango with Golf. Request taxi for takeoff, departure to the south. November 9092 Tango, taxi available short of runway 26. In taxiway Echo, Charlie. Contact tower 11.
Taxi to 26 via Echo and Charlie, Bonanza 92 Tango. Alright, so we're going to come off the ramp and we'll take Echo and then Charlie. And no run up pad there, so we will, right before we turn off Echo, we'll do our run up there and then we'll just take Charlie. Taxi time 5:45. the turn here. We'll use this area for our run up. Right before takeoff checklist. Check.
Seat belts and harnesses. Check.
Holding the brakes.
Parking brake. Set. Radios. Check.
Radio set. In the green.
Engine instruments. Check. Flight instruments. Check and set.
Alright, flight instruments checked and set.
Starter energized warning light.
Extinguished.
Is installed. Not illuminated. Throttle. 1,700 revolutions per minute. Propeller. Exercise. Then high RPM.
Okay, throttle set. Exercise prop. There's one. There's two. There's three.
Propeller. Exercise. Then high RPM. Magnetus. Max 150 revolutions per minute drop. Max 50 revolutions per minute div.
Check our left. E30 dip. Check our right. 30 dip. Back to both. Throttle the idle. Trim set. Ailerons. Elevator trim set. Automatic 1000. Neutral.
Aileron trim. Neutral. Elevator trim. 3 masculine ordinal nose.
Flaps are up.
Flaps. Up.
Secure.
Doors and windows. Secure. Flight controls. Proper direction. Free and clear.
Good on the left. Good on the right. Forward good. Aft is good. Flight controls are good. Full rich.
Mixture. Full rich or is required. Brakes. Released. Instruments.
Alright,
Check.
checklist complete.
Checklist complete.
Takeoff checklist. B2700.
Power.
Rotate
Set.
64.
Brakes. Release. Landing gear. Retract after positive climb.
And we'll climb out at 109.
Establish desired climb
Checklist
speed.
complete.
Checklist complete.
I did not forget my taxi light. I left that on legitimately because I wanted the tower to not forget about me. In case they were taxiing another aircraft out. Okay, here's Charlie. And we're clear on the right. And clear on the left.
Approaching runway 0826.
Sun just coming up over the clouds there. And the final, no traffic arriving.
Approaching runway
Now they
26.
actually have to run a pad down here.
Entered runway 26. 7,500 feet
Central
remaining.
Wisconsin Tower, Bonanza 9092 Tango, ready for departure, runway 26, southbound to Stevens Point. Central Wisconsin Tower, Bonanza 9092 Tango, runway 26, ready for departure, VFR, southbound to Stevens Point.
Central Wisconsin Tower, November 9092 Tango, runway 26, ready for takeoff, departure to the south. November 9092 Tango, clear for takeoff, runway 26.
Clear for takeoff, runway 26, south departure, approved, Bonanza 92 Tango, 9092 Tango.
Clear for takeoff, runway 26, 92 Tango.
And clear on the right, clear on the left. Alright, here we go. Takeoff time 6:03. Airspeed's alive, engine instruments in the green. 64, rotate. Holding the brakes. Landing gear coming up. Taxi lights off. Power set. Man, frame rate's really bad. Frequency change approved, Bonanza 92 Tango, thanks. Right, that turn going there on course. Got the airport in sight. Our checklist here. Power set.
Power, 25 inches HG, 2,500 revolutions per minute.
Green.
Engine temperatures, check. Mixture, set fuel flow. Checklist complete.
Our cruise checklist, cowl flaps closed.
Cowl flaps, closed. Power, set. Mixture,
Cruise
set
checklist
fuel
complete.
flow.
Get our descent checklist.
Checklist complete.
Alright, good set. Then let's probably one more time. Alright, so 1, 2, 8, 3 at 8. There's the airport down there. Stevens Point traffic, Bonanza 9092 Tango is 2 miles to the northeast at 3,000. We'll enter our 45 for left traffic for runway 21, Stevens Point. Actually, runway 30 will be better. And Stevens Point traffic, Bonanza 9092 Tango will actually enter left downwind for runway 30, Stevens Point. Alright, so just move my waypoint. And of course we got some clouds here, so start our descent down. 2100. Traffic pattern 2100. I'll start maneuvering for that downwind entry. Speed back. Mixture's rich. Alright, 2100. Get our flaps down first notch. And set checklist. Set.
Altimeter set.
They're closed.
Cowl flaps closed. Power as required.
Set full.
Mixture
Checklist
enrich as
complete.
required. Checklist complete.
And we'll get a full landing checklist. Taxi light on. Landing gear down. Secure.
Seat belts and harnesses
Upright.
fastened. Seat backs off road.
Fullest tank.
Fuel selector valve
They're
fullest
closed.
tank. Cowl flaps as required.
It's full rich.
Mixture full rich or as required. Landing gear down and check.
They're on.
Landing and taxi lights as
We'll
required.
wait for a final for that.
Flaps full down.
Airspeed's good.
Airspeed establish normal approach
Defer
speed.
for landing.
Propeller high RPM.
So we gotta get flaps and prop. Those are our last two items. Coming up on our 45 point. I'm actually going to use the dash cam view for my landing today because I don't get the visual obstructions from the pillars at my 45-degree view. So this way I can have a much smoother roll on to final. Frame rate's still really bad. Stevens Point traffic, Bonanza 9092 Tango. 5 miles to the south, entering a 45 for runway 30, Stevens Point. disconnect autopilot now. Steve Point traffic, Bonanza 9092 Tango, 5 miles to the southwest on a 45 for runway left downwind for runway 30 Stevens Point. Stevens Point traffic, Bonanza 9092 Tango, 2 mile 45 for runway 30 left traffic, Stevens Point. And check our right, looks good. Check our right, looks good. I said right first, I meant left. Okay, there's 30. Start our turn. The numbers, air power back, a bunch of flaps. Start our turn to base. Stevens Point traffic, Bonanza 9092 Tango is left base, runway 30 full stop, Stevens Point. A little bit low. Airspeed's good. $200.
Approaching runway 03, 21. Entered runway 03,
Clear on the
21.
left. Clear on the right. Okay. Stevens Point traffic, Bonanza 9092 tank, clear the active. Stevens Point, taxi to the ramp. Downtime is 6:26. Landing and taxi lights are off. Flaps are up. Trim tab set to 3 up. Cowl flaps are open. Set off. Shutdown checklist. Power's good. Holding the brakes.
Brakes. Set. Electrical and radio equipment. Off. Throttle. Closed. Mixture. Idle
Throttle's
cut off.
closed. Idle cut off.
Magnetic start switch. Off. Battery and alternator switches. Off. Control lock. Install. Wheel chocks. Install. Parking brake. Release. Checklist complete.
Battery off. 5 minutes, 26 minutes. Alternator off. And mags off. And our wire master switch isn't cooperating there, but we did switch it off. So, alright everyone, thanks for flying with me on the 20-minute hop. My birthday's off to a great start. The frame rates are very perplexing to me. I don't know if it's because of the clouds or what, but with virtual Oshkosh Virtual Air Venture coming up, I'm going to do a preliminary test to make sure that we've got the adequate frame rates, because Pilot Edge is saying you need a minimum of 20 frames. I don't know if we're going to be compliant or not. I'm going to have to do some tweaking. All right, for the 20-minute hop, I'm Sean. We'll see you on the next one.